Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. We have Dr. Anneka Hutton in a role as a SCCM mentee, which is Society of Field Care Medicine, the largest Society of Field Care Medicine mentee. So thanks for being here, Dr. Hutton. We welcome you.
Thank you so much for having me.
She is one of the PGY2s in internal medicine in a program at East Coast. And today we'll be talking about mentorship and what made her come into it as well. So before we start, let me quickly just share her social media profile so then you can follow her in case you're wondering how to reach out to her. She's on Twitter at Anneka Hutton MD. This is a LinkedIn profile, and Dr. Hutton is on the Doximity as well. So in terms of the mentorship, tell us what do you think about mentorship? What's the role it is, and why you wanted to be a mentee or take advantage of mentorship.
So I have always looked up to people in the field and sought their advice. I don't see why you should wander through the wilderness alone when somebody else tells you, this way is much quicker, or this is how we can be successful together. So I know I want to do critical care. I also know I love pulmonology. So joining Society of Critical Care mentor-mentee program was pretty natural for me. I knew I would get paired with somebody who liked critical care. I didn't realize I would get so lucky to get paired with you. So this has been a huge blessing. But I just hoped that whoever I would get paired with would give me some advice on how to make my resume stronger for applying for fellowship, which is of course very important, ways that I could get more involved in critical care, upcoming research that they might be doing, and just, get to know what it might be like to be an attending in critical care or to work in the field. So that's really why I joined.
So tell us the beginning, what made you apply, in a sense, like how did you find out about the mentorship program?
So
SCCM program.
Yeah. So anytime I join a society, as a resident, you pay maybe a fee. It's usually smaller. Some of them are free for the first year. You've paid a little bit of money. I always kind of check out what's available to me. Sometimes there are like opportunities to be on a committee or something like this. And having a mentor-mentee situation was one of the opportunities available to me. So I signed up and I got so lucky.
Perfect. Good.
Yeah. I think everybody should do that if you're going to join a society as a resident or a medical student or a fellow. See what they offer to you, because there's a lot more offered than is obvious.
Yes, and then this is a great idea. Most of these societies, no matter what field it is, they have a mentor-mentee program for resident, for fellows, clinical fellows, and for young faculty members as well. Even in addition to SCCM, I think ATS has that program too, and I've been involved there as well. So absolutely, I would echo Dr. Hutton's message that please do look up, and these are free. You don't have to pay anything for them. They are there, and eventually, the idea is that once you are a mentee for a couple of years, well, then very quickly you'll become a mentor and help out the people who are behind you as well. So it's excellent program. What was your experience in terms of the applying and filling your profile, applying for it, getting matched, and then this was your first SCCM meeting, Society of Care Medicine meeting? So what was your experience, and then with your initial mentorship so far?
So in terms of applying, it was actually pretty easy. I think I may have filled out like a very small blurb about myself, what my interests were, and then you just shoot off an email. And I think it took a couple of weeks, and then I got an email connecting both you and I scheduled a meeting. So that was really nerve-wracking, because you're meeting with somebody who's going to be your mentor, but you, I think in the best way possible, set guidelines of what do you want from this experience and what are you going to do as a mentee under me. So I felt like I was already being held accountable, things that we were planning to do and the goals that we were setting together. I knew you would be, behind me every step of the way, but also making sure that I was pushing myself. So that was really exciting. You also helped to sort of solidify some of the ideas that I was having. We have these scatterbrained ideas, and sometimes it's nice to have somebody who's maybe a little bit more experienced sort of pull you back down and bring it back into the realm of the feasible. So that was really good for me. This was my first Society of Critical Care meeting, which was an amazing networking opportunity. You get to meet a lot of giants in the field, and just being able to chat with them about anything is a huge opportunity, and I'm so grateful that I was able to attend. And so for that reason, I think doing abstracts as a resident and being able to attend these meetings that your program will supply you with some sort of funds to go is hugely important for the networking and for the mentors that you can find along the way.
I'm glad you mentioned that. The idea that I think early success was that we were able to set expectations that, hey, what's your expectation on this program? What's the expectation for my program? And then let's work towards the combined goal towards it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was an early part. And after that, it was easy, given that somebody like you who's motivated, intelligent, and then wanted to make a difference, then it was not too much work for a mentor to do, just steering the direction. So I'm glad that I was matched with you as well. You mentioned about networking. That's very interesting. That's one of my passion as well.
Yeah.
So tell me more that how this is something IMGs, international medical graduates, or PGY1s or PGY2s don't pay too much attention to. What's your take in there, especially from the meeting and conference there? And if you get a chance to meet people and other groups which you will not meet otherwise, what has been your take on networking process so far?
So the importance of networking cannot be understated. You get to speak to people, you see their perspective, and hopefully you leave a positive, lasting impression on them. People that you wouldn't have otherwise spoken to and otherwise wouldn't have known your name. As your PGY 1, 2, 3, maybe you don't get to rub elbows with some of the giants in the field, but this is a really good opportunity. Everyone's at the conference to learn, and you can chat about the things that you've been learning and again, leave a positive impression. So you also taught me the importance of social media and connecting online with people. So the business cards that people are handing out, what do people really do with them versus if you add somebody on LinkedIn right then and there, and now they have you online forever. Or on Twitter, you connect with somebody and you can continue to build relationships well after the conference is over. And I think that's a really important thing too.
Fantastic. All right, great. So as a summary to our viewers who are watching right now, what's your major takeaway from mentoring, SCCM, and networking piece? If you give us one or two quick pointers.
Figure out what your goals are in terms of your career. Find somebody who can support you in them and can help you set appropriate goals and motivate you to do more, and then make friends. Networking is basically making friends. So just keep on making friends everywhere you go and always try to leave a positive impression.
Perfect. Thank you so much. This has been a great experience. Viewers, hope you liked this small segment on networking, mentoring, and SCCM as well. Again, to show Dr. Anneka Hutton's social media profiles. She's on Twitter at Anneka Hutton MD, LinkedIn, Doximity as well. Please do like, follow, and share. And same thing, please do share. Please like and subscribe to our channel. That's the only way you will get notified that when we upload these new videos. And then stay tuned. We'll have many more videos for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.